From VOA Learning English, this is the Technology Report. American officials are close to approving new rules for enabling vehicles to communicate with each other. Officials hope the new technology will reduce the number of traffic accidents. Automobile manufacturers may be required to equip all new cars with what are being called vehicle-to-vehicle communication devices within the next 3 years. Vehicle-to-vehicle, or V2V, is a communication technology. It enables vehicles to share information about their speed and movement at a rate of 10 times a second. Cars will be able to identify possible dangers within about 300 meters. The cars will then warn their drivers or even take action to avoid an accident. The drivers will be able to see, hear, or even feel warning signals. The U.S. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration expects the new system to reduce the number of car accidents by as much as 80%. Critics admit that V2V technology is a major development, but they are concerned about possible conflicts with other wireless devices. They say those devices already operate in the wireless frequencies planned for V2V technology. Scott Belcher is the Chief Operating Officer of a group called Intelligent Transportation Society of America. He says people may also be concerned about their privacy. Government agencies and private industry have already invested almost $1 billion in research. U.S. officials expect the new technology will be required in American vehicles by early 2017. They believe it is the first step toward a better and safer transportation system. For VOA Learning English, I'm Laurel Bowman.
VOA Learning English. This is the Technology Report. There are increasing calls for lawmakers to reconsider copyright laws that protect the owners of 3D printing designs. But there is also concern that extensive laws could suppress new ideas. 3D printers have spread from scientific labs to industrial workshops to private homes. And prices of 3D printers continue to drop. Designers demonstrate a large number of different machines at 3D print shows. There are models that can produce complex copies of human organs. There are less costly 3D printers that make toys for children or parts for home electrical devices. One German automaker recently demonstrated how the structure of a car could be printed in one piece. And a Chinese manufacturer advertised a house created with a 3D printer. Almost anyone can print exact copies of many kinds of objects with the help of a computer. But they also might violate the law in doing so. Julie Samuels is a lawyer with the civil liberties group Electronic Frontier Foundation. She says people should be careful about what they create with 3D printers. She says printing a design that is protected by copyright might be a violation of law. 3D companies are concerned about restrictive copyright protection laws. They say restrictive copyright laws could violate the rights of citizens. They argue also that such laws might suppress technological invention. The lack of legislation on 3D printing will not stop the technology from spreading. Experts in the field say they hope new laws will not punish people for printing 3D objects for personal use. For
Learning English, this is the Technology Report. May 1st marked the 50th anniversary of a special computer language. It was created to permit college students to use computers. At the time, computer owners were mainly governments, businesses, and universities. Programmers wrote commands in complex mathematical expressions to operate these early computers. John Kemeny and Thomas Kurtz were professors in the mathematics department at Dartmouth College. They wanted all students to be able to use their school's computer. So they developed a simpler set of computer commands called Beginner's All-Purpose Symbolic Instruction Code, or BASIC. They said they made the code without many of the technical details used in other languages. Mr. Kurtz says soon almost everyone at Dartmouth College began using computers. BASIC was a major step toward the development of personal computers. Peggy Kidwell is the curator of mathematics at the Smithsonian National Museum of American History. She says BASIC was created just as computers became fast enough to perform many commands at the same time. She said it helped develop the idea that just about anyone could use a computer. Mr. Kurtz and Mr. Kemeny released BASIC to the public for free. Many improved versions of BASIC followed, along with the speedy development of computers. Code writers soon created other easy-to-use computer languages. Today, few people use BASIC, but personal computers owe their existence to the first programming language that anyone could speak. For VOA Learning English, I'm Alex Villarreal.